Evening all, and welcome back to Factory Town. So, we have updated the game to 0.70, which is the latest version, and I've got to admit, I haven't actually read the patch notes for this one. I normally do, well, read them, I skim them, and I know that's bad, but I did notice that some people were saying there were some huge problems with this and older maps, particularly with the corners of chunks going terribly wrong. I go over here and look down underneath the map, and I can't see any issues with the map, so I think we're okay for that. But it did say my save was going to be legacy now, so it might have problems to it. I can't say I've encountered it yet. I've left it running for a minute or so just to double check on things to see if anything broke. The only issue I found with it was that my barrier gate was forced open and stayed open. I don't know why. I'll toggle these just to make sure this works. The lines are a bit more blue now, I think that's fine. But everything overall still seems to be working. Still seems to be doing what it does. I mean, obviously this is depleted, but still generating some things there. These are redundant. We could get rid of them ages ago, but for the logic-wise, it is still working. Now, there are a few things I want to change up here. The first one being this here. I had a great big long timer here to sort this out, but I actually feel as if I kind of want to maybe have this, just put a lump in here like I did here. I think that's probably a good idea. But I'm not really sure. I keep pausing it. I'm not really sure whether that's going to work or not. As was pointed out in the comments to the last episode before, this is causing us problems. This is causing our milk to be grabbed far too much. So I think here I definitely want to just put in the lump version. So let's let them all go. That's loads of milk. I should not have done that. Oh, well, doesn't matter. If we just say right here, we'll put in our scaffold ramp, and then put in a robot there. That will just space them out far enough so that not every cart comes down this one, but most of them will go by. And we'll do the same here, I think, because I think that's going to be okay. It's just this trigger here is going to be the issue. That's going to trigger, and the next cart's not going to be able to get to that one. Fine. I need a shorter way to pick these up, but I don't think that matters so much. We'll have a couple of empty carts just going round and round in circles. I don't really think that's a huge problem, if I'm honest with you. So let's turn off that one, and turn off that one. Open that one up, and off they can go. We'll turn that one on and turn that one on, and oh, that was a bit of a mistake, but that doesn't matter. And then just here we'll do the same thing again. That's just enough to space them out to allow these 1 second timers to tick, so 2 carts don't go down the same one here. Although this has just happened here, I noticed we've now got 3 carts going down here for some bizarre reason. I think I might need also one here. If I'm honest, I think just to space them out so we don't get multiple carts going down these ones. Putting these in several different places isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it's just gonna be alright for spacing things out. I mean, that one there should really space them out enough for this here, but I mean, this is going to change sometime point. This is going to come down further, so that will be removed. Yeah, I think we would have put in one, say, well, we might have other things here, so I mean, there are other things we can do. Obviously, we could just make it look more realistic, have a train go up and over this one coming down, and that would slow the trains down. So then wouldn't get two coming here. Then you wouldn't get two coming down here because the second one would be full of something. So it's probably a bit of overkill. I kind of want to do that to make it look good, and that would space everything out. I'm going to do that. We've got a track here, a lump here. Doing that, so let's do that. Sure. I need to really put these on my action bars as well. I don't need the pusher, I don't feel. He says probably will do. In fact, you know what? Let's well, you pick what you want. Hold shift, press the number, changes down there. So now I can just push 3 and get the bit on. So bump, bump. Although that technically works, it's not correct. Oh no, it doesn't work. Doesn't even work at all. Okay. So we need to go even higher, which we can't do in places, so maybe you won't do that. Unless we can do it with pillars. That will allow it through. That looks a bit weird. But it would technically allow it through. I don't actually like that, if I'm honest with you. Although it technically works, it doesn't look right. Let's if I did that instead. We went up, up, down, down. That there. That should allow carts underneath and over, and then we can do the same here and the same on the end. And it's just it's not really required. I just wanted to do something to kind of force my trains to keep spreading out, but I didn't really want to put any more of those timer gates in, because although they do work wonders, I would have to have them set to 1 second, which is just like, well, why would I do that? Why wouldn't I just have this here like that, and that little lump there, I'm not really sure what that's for. It's just to stop that one there. I don't really know, but okay. So does that work? You go up and over, you go along, you go up. Of course, you're going up 2 now, so that's going to slow it down even further. Then they get an extra speed boost for going down, so the only time we'll ever have 2 carts in the same place is here, coming up, which is okay. Suppose I'm fine with that. Yeah, because they bump into each other and then that's okay. That's okay. We aren't getting any wool. Why aren't we getting any wool? We don't have any animal feed. We don't have any animal feed. Why aren't we getting animal feed? There's flour. Yes, why aren't we getting animal feed? Why are you both saying no? What has happened here? You should be saying yes. Also, as was pointed out as last episode, this is a redundant ball function. I could actually put the math block directly to the sorter. I think I put the ball there because my brain was doing this here where you need and 2. You need an and or an or, but doesn't. I'm going to leave it for the minute, but it's not required. But something has gone wrong here. Why has something gone wrong here? Where do you get your... That is wrong. That is very wrong. What do we do here? Flour. I put the flour to the wrong point. Flour should go to that one, and should go to that one. Oh, that was a big mistake. So our flour was turning off our animal feed. It's probably been doing that for a little while. Oops. Yep, that would have been quite a large mistake. Oh well. Oh well. Right, these farms are doing a wonderful job producing stuff here. I'm going to turn off that interface options. Mouse alert, tutorial message, context menu. That's the one off. There we go. Turn that off. I don't need the controls. I know the controls, or I know how to forget the controls without even being reminded of it. So, yeah. You're doing bits and pieces here. We started doing this here. I'm just recapping on what's been going on with it, because obviously with the updates a few things have changed, and I just need to go over stuff and make sure it's all working. This is working and I'm happy with this. Yeah, you're dropping off stuff in there. We're just not grabbing enough animal feed. As if we need to be grabbing more. Well, they're doing their job well, so I'm happy with that. That looks fine to me. Yep, we'll leave that as is. That's fine. You've got an ore function for your... Oh yes, yeah, we got lots of, and you're just struggling to make the paper cloth on time. So that's okay. That's fine. In fact, you should only have that one cloth recipe on you. You shouldn't even have the other one. A mistake. That one there. There we go. And we'll put some more people in you. Put 5 in you. Make it faster. Okie dokie. Right. So cloth production will hopefully get going again, and it'll be awesome. Sandwich production is coming to a halt because we are running out of cheese. Cheese is coming to a halt because of time. By the looks of it. Cheese takes 10 seconds to bake. Or to... I was going to say ferment. Cheese doesn't ferment, does it? What does cheese do? Go mouldy. Technically. Let's put more workers in there. More workers make cheese faster. Oh, yeah. Okay. You've got everything you require. You're... Not really, but... Yeah. You've got wool. Cool. You've not quite got the wool you require to make the stuff, but wool is struggling because of animal feed. Animal feed is now getting in there. This one, that's the last one, isn't it? So it's going to struggle until these all... I really don't know of a way to actually have it so that you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 on delivering. Because, I mean, here you pick up one, you pick the other because you can use a single toggle, but there's probably a way to make it go down this one. Once you've gone down this one, that stays off until you've gone down that one, and then that one stays off until you've gone down that one, and then that one stays off until you've gone down that one, and then you will go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Theory. So yeah, because this last one's not getting anything, but I do like my carts get a little bit of a boost as well. They go faster and end up going almost over that before they come to a stop. So maybe putting that in there isn't bad. They're going, actually they end up about the same speed by the time they get there. By the looks of it, yep, they're travelling the same speed. They get a little bit of a boost, but it goes away quite quickly. Okay, so our animal feed is increasing. This is good. That means we are getting more, so we will get more wool in time. So it's just going through and just carrying on as things are and getting what's required, really. Okay, so let's have a look-see at this, shall we? You can go now because you're not required. You've still got loads of logs inside here. In fact, I don't even know if I have another logging. I don't think I do. So let's build one of those again. Because of the weird way things lock and unlock if you don't have certain items. So let's build a lumber mill there. I think we still had one. Did we? Maybe. Don't see one anywhere, but no, not lumber mill. Not lumber mill. Forester. It was a forester, wasn't it? Yes. Down him there. There we go. Yes, I don't know where we had a forester anywhere. I think we did, and doesn't appear to matter because of things working. So you emptied this with fish. You are done. You can now become our fish cart, and you are going to go fish to the food market. And that's just a little bit of auxiliary cash and happiness coming in. You see here we've got everyone happy bar one person. So our system is working. These houses have been let down, but we'll deal with them at a later date. And we don't currently have the production for anything really right now. So yeah, that has got steam and has got multiple workers and has got keys and is going it's just cheese. Oh, okay. So, we now have another problem. We no longer have any coal because we don't have access to coal because I turned it off because I was going to redo all these, weren't I? I never got around to doing it. Okie dokie. How do we fix that? Right. These are old style coal deposits, so I kind of want to keep them. I want to put one coal mine in the centre of this. So you're empty. You can go. Right. You are still all full because these are still full. Because my power system apparently doesn't use fuel anymore. I think this is bugged. And it's producing stupid amounts of power for free for me. Which is cool, and I'm happy with that, but that's not as intended. So I think we're going to destroy these and rebuild them and see what happens. Firstly foremost, can we rebuild them? Power networks. Building. Gotta say, I do think the steam generator should probably be under power networks. It costs 1,000 gold to buy. Oh, price of buildings have gone up. 1,000 gold to buy and requires a worker. Okay, so let's get rid of these four. Good. Buy. Let's go into the underground map and remove these, because if you try and put them on top, it causes problems, or at least it did. Don't know if it still does. Come out of that. And we'll go into the steam generators and we'll put 4 down. Looks like I face them inwards. It doesn't matter now. So we're not running the things at the top. Okay. I won't link them up yet. Yeah, see, they generate new connectors. I think if an old connector is there and you put a building down on top of it, it doesn't work. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. I remember it's an old bug I had a long time ago. A very long time ago. So, yeah. We'll unpause that. You're getting coal in. Awesome source. Right. You're generating 100% now. Not generating 1,140% or what the hell it said before. Which was a little bit odd. There you go. Right, so you've generated all the steam you need. So we go into the network T to get into this grid here. If you didn't know, press T to get in the grid here, and then we go to the build menu, power networks. Yeah, I really do think that the steam thing should be in here. I have to mention that. We go pause it to that one, to that one, to that one, and to that one. Unpause it, and then you mouse over, and it tells you in the top corner up here what your supply and demand is. So supply is 2,000 every second, and supply demand is 175 every second. Fulfilled 1,143%. So the steam generators have become a lot more powerful, and I'm not using them anywhere. Which basically means, why the hell do I not connect everything up? And just use steam everywhere it possibly can go. It's all being used there. Let's plug you into the network. I don't know what you are. You are a workshop. And I suppose we could put our pastures in there, but our pastures aren't really working all that well at the moment. Oh, I don't know. That's just zooming out too far. Our cake factory has also got steam. That can probably be removed from the steam network, because we will be replacing the cake factory at some point. Which means I probably don't want. I'm not sure why that's going that colour. Doesn't matter where the pipes come up, does it? So we'll go down here, and then we'll go to that one, there. Oh, build power network. Connector. There. Okay, so steam is now generating 2,000. Demand is 400. So one steam generator is enough to keep our entire system going. We are producing 500% more than we needed. So they've got a bit of a boost, which I'm happy for. I'm absolutely fine with that. I like that idea. There is a graphics bug there. We can see this is what people say. You have chunks of the way the game's made up. It's not one solid big ginormous flat area. You have chunks. You can buy new ones on the edge there. This would be the edge of a chunk, and some people are having right in the corner, so right there, it shoot down like a giant hole in the ground. I'm not getting that. I am getting some weird graphics thing going on there that's fading, although it does look as if the actual ground texturing has changed. I like that idea. It looks quite cool, if I'm honest. That off. You're still going. You've got one coal left in you, and you are not going to use anything ever again, because it looks as if we're just using. Oh, see that tick up for the T right now. I think that's going to tick up every tiny amount and generate. Yeah, so we're not using any steam power doing anything right now, which is okay. But we don't need steam. But it'd be nice if we could switch these over to steam power rather than being filled. Yeah, rather than being reliant on coal. But then you can't cook with steam. Yeah, actually you can, but I digress. Anyway, let's get this working. We need more coal over here. But I need to change this up. I want to remove these mines and put one in the centre, and then have like one coming off for that, one coming off for this here, and one coming off for our kitchens and whatever else might require them up here. So we'd have one coming off that way for our forges. So that way, and all our forges would be here or down here or whatever. One coming off for our magic down here. Oh, no, that one would be magic and forges. Up would be. Do the kitchens really require? I'm not entirely sure if the kitchens actually require that much. Coal. So you are going to do a hole less than 20, like everyone else. You are going to set there, and you're going to set to hole, and you're going to set there, and you set to not that, because that's going to move, but I don't know where it's going to move to. Because what I wanted to do here was have a coal mine, iron mine, and a stone mine, and have them, like the iron and the coal go up, so maybe it would feed off that one. I think temporarily we just need some form of way to pick up coal. That's all we need. We just need a temporary little thing to pick up coal. So let's build a loop here. Let's do that way and that way, like so. Let's grab a barn and put him there. And it should auto put a. And then we'll just say, you cart, take from there into there. You cart, take from there into there. Take from there into there. And you cart, take from that one into there. And you are just going to dump your stone into there. That'll be it. Oh, you not doing your job. Off you go. You're going to that one there, you're going to that one there, and you're going to that one. So that means our coal mines will empty out of a little bit that they got inside them. Hopefully. They're going to go up and over that bridge. Parts are wonderful, wonderful things. Okay, and you should connect to that one. You should be toggled, and you should be removed. Goodbye. Okie dokie. You still got a pusher on you, and you do not need that because you do not use fuel. So there we go. Right. And we have a way in there. I kind of want to have a path out up here. In case we ever need it. We got one out there. Nah, that's fine. That's fine. And if I did that, I didn't need to pause the game. I'm really getting distracted. Right. Okay. Ah, yeah. See, these are weird. Is that a road on top of that? I think that is. That's a road on top of some. And the items that are inside the rail can't go through there, which is just weird. But so if you're less than 20, which you still are less than 20, so we're getting those up. But this appears to be working. This appears to be sending one cart down, and then one cart off, and then one cart down, and then one cart off, and our little wooden carts come back on the forwards and filling it up, which is awesome. Okay, right, that one is empty. We can remove that one now. Awesome sauce. We've just got these two here to get rid of. You are empty, you are not. So we can get rid of you. A bomb. And we can now get rid of you. Goodbye. Okie dokie. Right. Right, and I'm going to tell you to grab from it doesn't matter, that one. Just don't take any more from the what's it yet? The steam generator yet. We can empty those two out because then we can move them. That's fine. So we're moving them up to there, and then we're having carts grab things and do things and all that jazz. That path is not even remotely centered anyway, so it doesn't matter that this is not lined up at all. That's fine. We've got some things going on here. We've also been ignoring our research. We've got loads of research to do, I think. Oh, we've got mana transmission at the moment we're doing, but been ignoring there. These can go now. Don't need those. We have no houses down here for them to work with. You are putting bricks into there. You are done. Don't know why you were putting bricks in there, but you were. Yes. And I think I want you to do something else now for me, if you'll be so kind. I want you to grab coal from there and put it in that middle one. A very weird path you're going to take then, but it's fine. And then we'll get a surplus to put down materials, to put down coal on the floor. I require coal in a barn, which I know we've got here, but we're going to start using that. So if I have down here a source of coal and iron and stone, that sort of stuff, then I know I've always got a way of doing it. Also, he was taking a very strange path. See him flick around there when he's coming down. And I probably don't need this much stone here. All these paths, don't need this. Remove all this. That's our main path coming along and coming in, so that works. We have cakes. We do something with them cakes. Do they sell? They do. They sell, don't they? I don't know what they sell for. But they're food. Did I not have another cart sat somewhere doing nothing? I remember a cart. There he is. You, my little friend. You're come on. Come here. You're going on cake duty. And, that's one away from being dead center. Almost. Yes, you're going to go on cake duty. You are going to grab cakes from here and deliver them all the way to the town. Which you can do. There is a path going all the way from the cake factory to the town. And, we will then deliver it to there. It's just speciality goods. Gives us purple coins. But no one's going to buy them because nobody is a level 4 building, so no one's going to possibly buy them yet, which is fine. Yep, nobody wants cakes, so you could just fill up the specialty goods with cakes. Maybe, I suppose. Yeah, come on then, let's do that. Pop off in. Speciality goods. Deliver baked cakes. Okay, enjoy your very, very long trek. And then our cake factory can start making cakes again. Because this still works. This was made so long ago and has gone through a couple of revisions, but does still work. Just with the addition of coal. The only thing that's required to be added to it, because it no longer runs on fertilizer, that's the word. No longer runs on fertilizer. and it has 10 workers in it. It's using a lot of workers, so this is where a lot of them are gone. And I could probably refine this to make this so much better now, with new things and changes of stuff. But also having a well delivering water to pastures, I must remember that. I did not need to build. I think it looks better on the coastline, but you can do it with wells if required, if needed. So I suppose I could have, you know, wells delivering to barns or something. I'd still like a water train or a water cart. I think that would be quite cool. A wooden cart with a giant barrel on it that carries 20 water. That'd be cool. Okay, okie dokie. Right, so these are still going. That's fine. We've got 2 taking off of that one, haven't we? Have. I want to change that up to take off that one. Now. You can take out of that one instead. Right, so let's remove these here because this does still think it's a resource because I think we passed it. We can't place coal, which is wrong because we can place coal, but I can't copy the coal to place it. Okay, so yeah, the coal that we're depositing only has like 40 in it, and I can't copy it for some. It is a bit of a bizarre one, that I can't copy coal when we have clearly unlocked it. But if I grab more coal and go, no, it's occupied. No, okay, right. Oh, that was a mistake. We have to remove that. Sorry, goodbye coal. Yeah, so yeah, whereas the natural ones, or the ones that we placed before, which it thinks are now natural, are 300. So yeah, and then you end up with a situation like this here, where you have depleted stone that still technically works, it still generates stone, it just generates it very, very slowly. It gives you just so tiny amounts, but it does still work, so it won't ever kill your system completely. But it will hamper it somewhat. So if we run a line to there, go around here, we run a line down here, will probably be for. In fact, I'm really tempted to just have 2 lines. Have one come out here, which does the steam generators first, and then goes off to manor. Then one goes up here, which does the iron forges and bits and pieces, and then does our kitchens. Because if I have a line going down here, these are never going to get used. We're not using steam power anywhere, really. Oh, right, you stopped that barn. Okay, remove that barn. Yep. So we'll put another barn here. Yep. Another barn there. Unfortunately, that is in an awkward place for our road, but we can move our road because the road's not all that important. It says not very confidently. We do want this rail coming down here anyway, a lot further. So maybe the road would just come in here and if I was to rotate that one around, rotate that one, and then do the same here. Move tool, click, rotate that way. They could deliver their goods that way, and then have a grabber coming out the side here, and then we'll have a train coming and grabbing there. The train won't come all the way down here. We'll obviously build the little loop thing here. You know, we build. Like that. Then the train track would come along like that. Yeah, I think that would work. So there's the train's coming down there in it. Let's remove Toby, sorry, you're gonna get removed. He's like, oh, red boy. No wonderful road go. this stop is not going to be on the centre, and it's going to really bug me, but I can't put it on the centre because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would put it there. And if we go all the way up here, that actually ends up inside a field. So, yeah, unless I want to move the entire iron mine, which I don't, this stop is just not going to be in the centre. Which I suppose is okay. Really not. It's really not. It's bugging me already and it's not even put in place. We build that up there, and then I destroyed these trees here. Big long line. Destroyed that there. But then we remove this through there. This is all going to change. That's fine. Centre here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. It's 10 squares. There isn't a centre. There isn't a centre. Oh my life. What have I done? What have I done? Not even 3 barns thick. It's 1, 2, it's 3 barns and 1 row. No! Ah. Oh. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not important. It doesn't matter. The train track can be there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, right. I'm fine with it. Oh god. Right. So. Yeah. I am fine with that actually, because the road's going to be too thick coming up. And then it turns to 3 thick there just to make that there. But that works, because 2 works. 10. So 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Oh yeah. So there's the road in the centre, which would be centred. Awesome. So yeah, that would work. So yeah, clearly I must have planned that from the start. To have the road dead in the centre, being too thick. Clearly, you understand. I planned that completely from the start. That was a complete plan. Yeah, that comes from playing Minecraft far too much. I'm always making things an odd number, so your doors can fit in the centre, and then you go and build a double door house. It doesn't work. But anyway, I'm completely getting off the point here. Let's build this thing here again, shall we? That way. No, we want a math block. We want inventory sensor. We want a dipper, and we want one of those. I realise I'm not reading that properly. So we go. Inventory sensor is set to none, and we'll toggle that. That is set if equals nothing, means you are an empty cart. Then you will toggle the bool function. Bool function is set to an and yep, and the bool function toggles the sorter. The sorter pushes a cart that way. When a cart hits this agent trigger here, he will trigger a timer block set to 1 second. The timer block will trigger the toggle, and the toggle will trigger the bool function. Meaning that when a cart goes into here, the sorter goes, I am empty, and it goes, okay. This goes, is it empty, and is this agent trigger on false or true? Whatever. If this hasn't been triggered, then it will go yes. An empty cart goes down. It goes round. As soon as it hits this trigger here, that trigger goes, a cart entered. Toggle the time block. Wait 1 second, because it's on enter, not on exit. If it was on exit, I could have it just go direct. Don't even need a time block. But I can't do that because on exit it wouldn't work. Yeah, so on enter, it triggers, it goes along, and then it says there's something here, so I'm false, which means this ball is false. So if another cart comes along, even if it's empty, we'll go, I can't go down there because there's a train down there. And that's fine. That's fine. I can simplify these a lot if I wanted to by using a bit of extra track. In fact, probably actually, In this scenario, it wouldn't use any extra track because it's only one away. Let me show you here. Let me remove all this. So I'll remove 2 pieces of track and I'll put 2 pieces of track on. And I do want to change this up and this up. So we're going to go that way and that way. That way. That way. So a train can always come. They always turn right anyway, but it's probably best to have a failsafe to go always right there. So if there's a blockage, it won't ever come down. So if there's a blockage of trains here, it might try and come down this track, whereas train come this way, whereas this way it can only go that way, it can't do that. And then all I need is the inventory sensor, the math block, and a sorter. Technically, you will be filtered to nothing and linked to that. You would be equals 0, and then you will go to that, and that's it. That's it, and that will work. That will work. That will technically work, and I'm actually going to move that math block to the other side. Oh, I know that is for you look to that, you look to that, and that would work. That would work. That would send empty carts down there. It wouldn't work for this scenario because I've just realised I need the ball function because I need. So if I grab a ball as well, which means I'm now going to move the math block back. Oh dear. Equals 0. Just like it looking nice. I like things in lumps and chunks and bits and pieces. So when a cart comes along, it's empty. So it says yes to that. You will go to that. That ball function will be on and. Okay, and then we'll link to that there. And then we have up here our coal block, which will link to that as well. And say and coal, go down there. And we don't need an actual trigger here saying is there a train, because it can come back up again. And that uses the same amount of rail. Something like this one, however, where it's longer, would use more rail because you'd have 2. You'd have a down and up, and it's still doable. I built it this way so that, well, I built it this way because the idea was going to be that I'd have a central rail come back and forwards, and all of these would be further away. And then, like the animal feed, it would go down the track quite a distance, you know, and drop the animal feed and come back again. And whilst it's coming down the track, I didn't want another train coming after it. So that was the idea of it. What it turned out to being, I didn't actually need to do this. It's overly complicated and probably isn't something I'll do in the future. It does work. I do like the system, and it has its uses, particularly like here, sending carts down that way. Oh, excuse me. And yeah, so it does work. It does have its uses. It's just it's not particularly required, and I've gone and really mucked that up, haven't I? I did not filter this to coal. Because I did not filter it to coal, the trains have gone and dumped everything into it. That was a mistake. Okay, so we're going to have to try and get the milk out of there and put it in there, which we can do with a cart. Take milk, place in there. Okay. And you can't get there? Why can't you get there? There's a path up there, and along there, and then down there. Why can't you figure that out? I don't understand that. Why can't that cart get there? You can travel along there, you can go up there, you can go under here and along that road there, then down here, and then across there, and then down there. Or you could even go across under there, because there's a little road there, and then along up here, Get underneath them, that's fine. How strange. Well, I will manually grab you, put you there, and say take milk to that pond there. Odd. A little bit odd. Oh well, doesn't matter. Right, you need to drop off in there now, I suppose. And this, damn it, I need to empty this barn. And this needs to be changed as well. If you're not 0, go up. The drawback to that is that they're going to go up naturally now. By default, they're going to travel straight up. Think. Come on, how would I do that? I would just switch this up. I would say if you're empty, go that way. Otherwise, you're going that way. Yeah? Yeah. So, remove that one. And we'll... Can you rotate those by clicking them? You can't, doesn't matter. Do that. Okay. So if you are equal to 0, so you go to that one, you go to that one. And that should work. That should go false. Yes. And it should stay false. Yes. And it goes true. And then pushes the cart that way. Awesome. Right, so that works. Not ideal. I think I would much rather filter the full carts off and then by default have them travelling that way, so that if something goes wrong, they would always end up in the system rather than going around in circles. But yeah. And I'm going to push all the carts that way for the moment until... Well, actually, that's not going to work, is it? No, it's not. That's not going to work. Let's line completely. Shoo. Okay. So we want to grab some. So up. Oh, wrong. There we go. Right. And we want to go. Bump and bump. And then we just want to put roads on them. Which I've got to say, I actually think that looks better. Although the top bit looks a bit odd, but that looks better than that. That would work if there was a top piece to work with it, because the top piece you're supposed to put on there is going to be the stone bridge? Is it? Damn, what the hell? Requires water power. Oh, wow. The stone bridge, I think you're supposed to put there. But the drawback to that is that carts, you see them through it. You see the carts through the stone bridge. Like, yeah. Although you see the top of the cart through these anyway at the moment, because really they should be higher. They should be higher than 3, I suppose. Although it's only cold, does it, apparently? So, pretty sure about it. Do I want another? Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. Okay. So now I can tell you to do that, and you to do that. Grab the coal from there, bring it back down. Okie dokie. That not being centre will not bother me now because the train track is centre, although it's a 3 gap. You can't make it perfect. So, 2, 3, and that was wrong. 2, and 2. There we go. They're floating in midair. Can't do anything about that. I don't think I can put down. No, I can't. I could probably put down coal deposits in them, but I can't do it that sort of way. So, I mean, I could probably put down that first and then put a coal deposit inside it, but I can't put that on top of a coal deposit. We're just going to have to pretend these are floating bridges, which is a perfectly natural occurrence. Floating wooden bridges is absolutely normal, natural, perfect. There's nothing wrong with it at all. I mean, you can also do like that to make it look like it's got cool guardrails on it, which is okay, but nah, it's like the floating rail. That's fine. That's floating as well. That looks a bit weird, but so many things look a bit weird. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Keep telling myself that. Doesn't matter. And we got that whole thing there. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. The it's now a lot smoother when you remove the old paths. If you remember before, you used to get these like that there. Be very thick, and that's a lot smoother. I like that. That's a good change. I like that. Well done. Okay, so you're grabbing the coal out of there and put it in there. Awesome and fine. You've got a ring around you because of reasons. What reasons? But you have reasons. Oh, that's just defining your border. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, and I'll do the same. I think here. Yeah, we'll have a road going through there, and put a mine there. So I need to remove all of the trees anyway. And yeah, we'll remove the iron. That's fine. That's fine. Put you there, and the last one's not going to fit. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. There. Yep, there we go. Right. And we'll move the forester over there. I think they might have fixed that whole you lose the item, you lose the ability to build the stuff with it. If you remove the building, that appears to be fixed. I'm not sure. So we will, I guess, find out one way or the other. Right, we go there, and we need to raise the terrain up in this corner. I suppose kind of like that. Like that. There we go. And that's too big. No, it's not. No, that's exactly right. You are still producing stuff. No, you're not. Okay, so you're going to be our iron mine. Yeah. And you off for a minute. You've got one worker in you. Okay. Yeah, you're going to be our iron mine. So you'll produce iron, and that will just come out the top. And you're a stone mine, and I suppose that will come out the top. And I'm really tempted to build a rail system to go around this and deliver it all by rail, because I then have an excuse to make more random logic doing weird stuff. Damn, that's tempting. Build a monorail, go along here, pick up this stuff, come back in, drop it off in the correct barns. I think conveyor belts will do, and then maybe the iron's got to come from here in whatever storage we make it, and then go along. So maybe we'll do a rail going along there, and we've got up and over this rail here. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I think you can go. What do you do? Whatever storage I choose, well, we're going to have a barn definitely. So I'll put one barn there. There. as placeholders. Why does that look wrong? Doesn't look lined up. It is lined up. Yeah, so, and we'll have a rail going along there. I'm not sure where stone's required. I might add that to the rail and just have like one cart doing stone if it's required in places. We'll figure it out there. And I'll bring the iron over and the coal can be conveyed out within. I'm not sure where it's actually required. Obviously, all the mana stuff's going to come from this bomb. Down. And we'll build the mana down here. And then we'll go along and we'll build the factories here. I don't know what we're going to be building. I haven't decided yet. But I kind of like the idea of water power. I don't know what that does. What does water power do? Is that, can you build water wheels and stuff? That would be awesome. That would be that's the only thing I feel is missing from bread. The only thing that is from the old bread thing. Instead of grain in a the grain mills should be windmills or water mills. That's the only thing that I think is missing. I know they're just placeholder buildings right now, but I think they should be a windmill with a spinning sail. Windmill sails? Are they called sails? What does it sound like? Yeah, we'll go with sails. Yeah, with sails. I think that should be a windmill, and it should be a taller building, but you can still only access the first 3 floors of it, and just have the top bit with the spinny bit on it. And, would be a bit weird. Everything at the moment is only like 3 or 4 blocks tall. You see its collision box there, so you can't build above it. So if that was to be bigger, I think it would be weird. You could technically do the other style grain mills. If anybody's played the Settlers 2, which is a fantastic game and I recommend it to everyone. Settlers 2 Gold Edition was brilliant, and their 10th anniversary one, fantastic, love it. But I believe you play the Africans. Their windmills, rather than having the standard like tall circular building, cylinder building with a sail on it that spins round that way, you know what I mean? It actually has a sail on it that's more like a modern day wind turbine. It's like a spiral staircase shape and it spins. So maybe you could do that. Maybe you could have it so it's flatter and have the spiral thing on top spinning. Would just be weird if you had, if you decided to build in 3D like this, it would go through it. But you can see the top of the barn actual spire actually pokes out the top, and you can actually drive carts through that if you wanted to. Doesn't matter. It's anyway. I'm rambling, and I've been recording for an hour, so not got a lot done in this episode. I'm sorry about that. It's obviously 0.70 is a fairly big update. I need to read the patch notes to it. But it's done a lot of changes underneath the hood. I don't think there's any more content added per se. There's a few things, but it's changed a lot of stuff in the hood. The game feels smoother, not necessarily faster, but smoother. Moving the camera around particularly smoother. Things here seem to be just running better. It definitely feels like there's less jitters in it. There wasn't any big jitters anyway before, but it feels a lot smoother. So I think a lot of stuff has changed under the hood, which is awesome. Which I'm really happy about. I am utterly confused as to how 2 pieces of cotton managed to get on there. I think that was probably when I turned off the cotton thing there. So right, let's quickly. Oh, and we got a problem here. We have a problem. We have a rail crash, rail cart, rail incident. Not quite sure what happened there. That's possibly the speed the carts come down has caused something to trigger there. They do come down at quite a high pace now. And that time is a little bit long for that. See, the carts are already picked up by the time it's triggered. So yeah, if 2 carts were to come out together, that's possible they'd hit each other. There's a potential problem there. But anyway, yeah, let's let me grab a worker. Yeah, you are to grab wool, cloth, and put it in there. I'm not going to be able to do because of reasons. You're going to do the same. You grab that from there. Boom, you grab. There we go. Right, and then you can now be deleted. Terribly sorry. And you'll be deleted. There we go. Just need to get them two out of there to do that. Right. So things are struggling. Wow. Okay, we're struggling for stuff. I did say a minute ago I was going to turn this off and stop the episode, but sorry, I'm carrying on for a little bit because I'm seeing potential problems with things. Didn't I say? Oh yes, of course. Yeah, if we're using flour and grain, we need to double our efforts on everything. Plus, I've added the steam to this, so I'm going to have to put these up to 4 each, I think. Don't know. I'm not 100% sure. You can't add steam to the farms. There we go. I think you end up getting to a point, not so much where the grain mills are being saturated with too much stuff that the actual grabber can't grab it fast enough. Which means we need to get into mana conveyor belts, which we actually did unlock, didn't we? Many moons ago, we have unlocked that. That faster rails. That's fast. Oh, yeah, but we just haven't made any of them yet, so that's probably going to be a good step. That's probably going to be the first thing we do when we do this here. But anyway, yeah. So, thank you very much for watching. Not much has happened in this episode, I know, I'm sorry, but I'm just sorting things out, getting things going, and we're progressing just slowly. Slow is good. Slow is good. Anyway, yes, so, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again in the next one, and until then, as always, have fun.